Welcome back to R for Economics. So now we're going to talk about data frames and how to change the names of the rows or assign names of rows. So let's go to and to get the help files, you just need to type in the question mark names and question mark row names. And you'll be able to get the names data. So let's go with our data set, which is empty cars. There it is. It already has row names and column names. So we'll just get some features of this. We know it's 32 rows, 11 columns. And what are the names? Well, they're miles per gallon, cylinder, so on, all the way to carburetor. If I just want the first one, I can get the first one just by putting in that, a 1. If I want the fifth one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I want DRAT. Great, I now have that. Now, if I want to change the name of one of these, let's say I want to change the first one to W1, and empty cars. Now my first 1 miles per gallon is now switched to W1. Now this seems awfully tiring doing this for all of the series individually, especially if you had way more than 11, you had, let's say, 1,000, and you wanted to change the names to some kind of format like this. Well, you could easily do that with the paste command. Note the paste command gives you can generate W 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 11 or whatever your number is. And I've used the endcall function to find out how many columns are in there, and the separator is nothing. Then there's the names command, and I'm assigning it these names that I just generated down here. And we can see that now my column names are W1, W2, all the way through. Resetting. Let's say I really hate the letter E, and I want to change the lowercase letter E in my car names to an X because it just upsets me from my childhood. So now I'm just going to change wherever I see an E. Well, where do I see E's? I see in CUSEC and gear. So now I've been able to change the name there. This would be probably more functional if there was an X and Y and you wanted to change X to Y's and Y's to X's. This would be an easy way to do it. You can also change the row names. All these row names, Mazda, Datsun, Hornet, Merc, all of these things are very confusing. I don't understand. I think all cars look the same. Even the Porsche and Chrysler Imperial all look the same. So I'm just going to call them all cars. So I'm going to use paste function and say car, and then add a separator of underscore, and then run it from 1 to the number of rows, which is 32. So I can just simply do row names, and now it's much more simple for me. I understand that these are all cars. And now I've been able to edit the row names and column names, and we will see you in the next recording.